Hello friends, Caleb Wright here with your next Pyretos training video. Today we're going to be focusing on the niche research page, which is accessible via the niche navigational menu item up here at the top of your Pyretos app. And niche research is going to be one of your two starting points in order to get yourself generating designs for shirts or other products between niche and trends, which was covered in the first video. Basically, these are your two starting points to get yourself two designs. So niche research is the section where you can find and validate your perfect print-on-demand niche using the Pyretos methodology. Discover your niche. AI-powered niche ideas based on proven Etsy, Redbubble, and Zazzle trends. So when you first arrive to this page, it will be empty, and you'll have this button here, Generate Niche Ideas. I've already have generated some ideas in playing around with it, and as you can see, I have a nice list of ideas here. And you can always generate more ideas, and what it will do is it will replace the ideas that have already been generated here on this grid style list. I'll go ahead and click it again just for a demonstration, and it will load up more niches very shortly. And as you can see below this section where it's going to load the niches, there's a validate your niche section where you can score your niche using the Pyretos validation framework. And from the niche list that was up previously, I had already tried validating one of the niches there for chaotic mom energy, specific to millennial moms. Now you can manually enter any type of niche that you wanted to look into. Say if you had one of your own ideas, you could just type it in here and click validate niche, and it will then do the research for that niche and give you a score and scores based on these metrics. So we'll come back to this in a moment. Just looking at this list of niches that were generated, we have ideas like disc golf course beginners and map enthusiasts, sourdough starter name enthusiasts, trail running ultra marathon finishers, specific 100K distance, indoor plant killer recovery club, vintage sewing pattern collectors, ceramic plant pot collectors and potters, and so on. As you see, we have a nice list of many options here. And if you want to save any of these options, you can click add to my list, and down at the bottom you'll have a niche list. So let's look at the disc golf course designers and map enthusiasts. So it gives you a demographic here, which is amateur disc golf players who design and map courses for their communities. So this is like the target audience anyways. Disc golf is rapidly growing but lacks branded merchandise from course designers and local communities. It's low competition, medium profit. Examples of items that you could sell are custom course map hoodies, disc golf scorecard t-shirts, and course designer portfolio apparel. Okay, so I'm going to add this to my list because it sounds pretty good. So let's go take a look at the list now that I've added it. And as you can see, it's here on my niche list. Disc golf course and map enthusiasts. And of course I have the chaotic mom energy one that I added from before. And so from here, once you've saved your niche, you can click the brainstorm button to generate a bunch of shirt or product design ideas as AI prompts. And of course, you can refer to the second training video on the brainstorm page to catch up with what comes next after the step of clicking the brainstorm button here for any niche that you would like to move forward and work on. And of course, you can edit your saved niche list by deleting anything that you have saved. Say if you decide you were not interested in it anymore, you can click the trash can icon here on the right, and that will delete the niche. So now with this disc golf course designers and map enthusiasts, let's take the next step, which would be to validate the niche, which will give us some more information, which will help us decide if we want to move forward with it. So I'll click validate. Okay, so here we are at validate your niche. Score your niche using the Pyretos validation framework. And it automatically entered the text for the niche that we want to validate because I clicked that button above. And you're just going to click validate niche. Okay, so looks like it didn't really score that well. It got 62 out of 100. Needs more research. Disc golf is a growing niche with passionate enthusiasts, but search volume on Etsy remains limited, and the intersection of course designers and map enthusiasts is quite narrow. The niche has low competition but would benefit from testing market demand before scaling. Passion test is 7 out of 10. Search volume is 5 out of 10. Cross niche potential, 7 out of 10. Gift potential, 6 out of 10. Profit potential, 6 out of 10. Competition low. Trend direction rising. So I probably wouldn't go for this niche because 62 out of 100, you really could be scoring better, right? But we'll just look at the rest of what this panel has to offer. So suggested angle, personalized disc golf course maps and custom scorecards for specific local courses combined with instructional design guides for aspiring course architects. So this is just handy information that's going to come up for any niche that you validate. It's going to give you some example winning product ideas. In this case, custom metal disc golf course maps, personalized local course design prints, disc golf course designer notebook, hole layout planning and strategy journal, in vintage style course map posters, custom disc golf community course art. So again, you have the option to save this to your niche list if you want. And of course, we have the last option on this page, which is the cross niche formula. You can combine two niches for a unique untapped product, a Pyretos secret weapon. So it has kind of like some example text in each of these fields here. You can put nurses and cat lovers, and it will come up with a cross niche formula for nurses and cat lovers. You could try taking two niches from up there in the niche ideas. This probably wouldn't be a real good combination, but I'm just showing this as an example. And then click generate cross niche ideas. Also, this does happen to be two plant related ones. That was just kind of arbitrary. I wasn't really paying attention to which ones I was grabbing. And so it then gives us some niche ideas here. So this one, I completed the Plant Killer Recovery Club starter pack. Now I'm broke. Humorous plant enthusiasts who spent significant money recovering from their plant killing phase. Satirical infographic style design listing expensive rare aeroid purchases as recovery achievements, poking fun at how plant addiction replaces plant neglect. Slogan idea, I completed the Plant Killer Recovery Club starter pack. Now I'm broke. So this is kind of similar to the information that you got on the trend page. And you can click brainstorm to move forward with making designs. You can click validate, which will then send you up to the validate niche section here, and you can validate the idea by clicking the button and get this report that comes out. And you can save this to your saved trend and niche ideas basically by clicking save. So that sums up the niche research page, which is one of your two starting locations for getting to work here on Pyretos, coming up with designs, which would be trends and niche. Hope this training video was helpful for you today. Caleb Wright signing off for Pyretos. And again, if you found this video on YouTube on either the Pyretos or my personal YouTube channel, you can find a link in the video description for Pyretos and get started today. Bye now.